Hey everybody, welcome back to Brand New Vegan. This is Chuck. We're doing another everyday vegan story, this time with my friend Patty. Hi Patty.
Hi, Chuck. Thank you for having me today. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you in person.
Oh, you're very welcome. So, who are you? Where are you from? What do you do? That kind of thing.
Well, I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm an attorney and I
Oh,
have a small family. I'm married and I have a son. My husband went plant-based with me, and my son is a vegetarian and he's away in
nice.
college.
Okay. So, what made you decide to try a vegan plant-based diet to begin with?
Well, Chuck, I was in a desperate situation. I weighed over 350 pounds. I had diabetes that was out of control. I wasn't sleeping well. I was feeling groggy all the time. It was all I could do to work and come home and go to sleep, sleep on weekends. I was exhausted all the time. And I had a 9-year-old son, and I felt like a bad mother, like I wasn't really doing a good job for him. And I was really worried about, am I going to see him graduate from high school? So my doctor was also very concerned about my health situation and was suggesting that I get shots and go on a fasting diet with a doctor. And I knew that that was not what I wanted to do. It just so happened that I started a new job, and I met somebody there who was vegan, and I was curious about why she was vegan, and she told me about the movie Forks Over Knives. So I came home and I watched it, and then I watched it a second time, and I immediately decided that I was going to do it right then and there. And so that's how I started.
Wow, how long ago was that?
That was in April of 2014.
Okay. So, you've been at this for 9 years now.
Yes.
Obviously, you're not 300 pounds anymore.
Oh, no, I'm not. I've lost a lot of weight, about 180 pounds.
Holy cow, that's amazing. So what's with the weight loss, what else would you say has been the greatest benefit of you making a switch?
Well, there are so many benefits, Chuck. I would say the greatest benefit, of course, is reversing diabetes. I don't have any signs of diabetes anymore. I don't even test my blood anymore. My A1C dropped to what, 4.6, I think the last time I checked. So it's just not a non-issue. But there are so many other benefits that were surprising. For example, being able to sleep very deeply, dream vivid dreams, something I hadn't done really in decades. My taste buds opened up and I could taste flavors like never before. It was really amazing. Just feeling more energy, being more, having lifting brain fog, even things like my teeth don't get plaque on them. My eyesight got better. Just amazing changes.
That's incredible. So you mentioned that your husband's plant-based and your son is vegetarian. Did they
Yes.
support you in the beginning?
My husband decided to do it with me right away, and my son at the time was 9, so he just went along with it, and I came up with kid-friendly recipes, and he's pretty, a pretty congenial kid. He just went along with it, and I came up with the recipes that he loves. So we just were able to, move forward in that way. It was pretty easy from the
Did you
family.
have any naysayers at all?
Yeah, I mean, extended family members and friends were very dubious. They were skeptical of this whole, cutting out categories of foods. You know, oil is healthy. No, actually, it's not. You
Mhm.
have to have, no, really, meat is not good. What about fish? No, fish is not good. So they really had difficulty understanding that, and were worried that we were embarking on an unhealthy journey. And I don't think they think that anymore.
So what do you kind of wish they would what do you wish they understood back then why you were doing this?
Well, I wish they understood how profoundly this way of eating has on your health and your life, because I would love to see them eat this way.
Mm.
Um, because many of them have health issues, and I don't think they realize just how powerful changing your diet can be. It's like a total makeover from the inside out, from your
Yeah.
cells to everything else.
And we've seen it. You've seen it. We've seen it in all these different videos I've done so far with the different people. It is really amazing. What used to be your favorite food way back then?
Well, I used to really like to eat In-N-Out burgers, and I used to really like pizza.
Being from California, of course.
And I always loved Reese's peanut butter cups, which is just, it's funny. I tried eating a Reese's peanut butter cup kind of for Christmas. Might have been my first or second year doing this because I thought, well, it's Christmas, I'm going to have a treat. So I actually ate a miniature Reese's peanut butter cup, and it didn't taste good.
Hmm.
I'm amazed by that. It didn't taste good. It tasted very, like a lot of chemicals, and it just tasted junky. So it's,
Chocolate tastes so much different now.
yeah.
So what's your favorite food now?
Well, it's really hard to pick one. I would say special occasion food. I really like to have lasagna made with tofu ricotta, and you've got a great recipe out there, Chuck. And I like to make cashew cream. That's where it gets a little bit rich. It's cashew cream and red sauce and spinach. It's really delicious. I love to eat lentil loaf packed with vegetables and grains and lentils, and with a mushroom gravy and mashed potatoes and some Brussels sprouts. And my everyday favorite food is I love brown rice, pinto beans, and I'll use onions and pickled jalapenos and some chipotle powder and salsa. And I just loved eating that dish. So those are the ones that come to mind. I love a lot of your recipes. You've got some great Asian recipes that are really delicious, and my family loves those. And your potato enchiladas are a big hit, not only with my family, for people outside of my family, and everybody loves them.
Well, thanks. Was it easy or was it hard to make the switch?
Well, at first, when I decided to do this, I had a lot of reservations, and it just felt so daunting. And I thought, what have I agreed to do here? And I was amazed at how easy it really was. I just came up with a few recipes. I made a lot of chili in the beginning because that was easy. I ate a lot of things day after day, and it was just amazingly easy. I just couldn't believe how easy it was.
Okay, good. And what is one tip that you would have for anybody sitting on the fence considering making a switch?
Well, it's always a good idea to move away from meat and oils and processed food and to eat more vegetables, more grains, whole grains, beans, things of that nature. But I would say to take the plunge and go all in for 3 weeks. That would be my best advice, because if you don't do that, you may not really see the benefits of the, really, it's almost magical how different things are and how fast it changes within a short period of time. And so your taste buds will start to expand. You'll start to feel better, and I think that's what kept me going. Is that the first 3 weeks I felt so good that there was no reason to change back. So that would be my best tip: is to just go all in.
So that's my last question. Could you ever go back?
No, I have no desire to eat any of those old foods. They just don't appeal to me at all. And I love this way of eating. I've explored cooking and using different spices, and it's wonderful. It's really an adventure, and I just love this way of eating. It really works well for my family, and it really would work for anybody.
You mentioned how quickly you saw results. You saw in the live stream where I posted my wife's blood pressure results after 1 month, and they dropped from like 170 down to 90 for the systolic. It is happens really quick. You don't expect it.
It's amazing, and I know that you've talked about, Chuck, how she's very strict about what she's eating, and so I think that's the key. You'll get the results you deserve if you're really strict about it. And not to say that I haven't had lapses where I've had something oily, but usually if I do that, I feel kind of sick. So I don't do that very often. It doesn't feel good to eat that way.
Well, thank you, Patty. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Do you have anything else you'd like to say?
Nope, I really appreciate your doing this, Chuck, and please keep cooking because you're really good at it, and I love your recipes and all of you're very generous. You share these recipes with us, and it really makes a difference in my family anyway. I'm sure others too, to be able to have recipes that the old favorite foods that are reimaged into a plant-based model. So thank you so much for doing all that.
Thank you, Patty. There you go, guys. Just another example of what switching your diet can do for your health. I mean, over 100 pounds lost. Wow. Good job, Patti. So if you guys like this type of content and you want to see more, please, you know what to do. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, all that YouTube-y stuff. And I'll see you next time here on Brand New Vegan. This is Chuck. Thanks for watching.